How y'all doing? It's your boy Urban High, Urban Philosopher, aka Monty Tacumba.
That is the ink. How y'all doing? Beautiful day. Y'all like my new home? Yeah. But go ahead, bro.
So we had did a video maybe a couple weeks back about VA dumb laws, and we were speaking on the fact that wherever you do far as misdemeanor, whatever, they always use that to take your license, whether you have a license or not. And when we did a video, a couple people reached out to us, and they were feeling the same way. There's from other states saying that this happens, especially a Commonwealth state like Virginia. That these little petty things happen.
For sure.
So we wanted to expand even more on what happens to the person that get caught in these situations. Right now, I had a friend, and a couple of family members that go to jail for child support, right? And they may owe, I don't know, it might not be, maybe $1,000 or whatever it is.
And mind y'all, child support ain't even a charge.
Right.
Please understand it. It's not a charge, ladies and gentlemen. It's a civil case between you and the state.
Yeah, it's not a crime.
It's not a crime.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So what we were talking about is how they'll lock you up for that, right? They'll suspend your license, and now, even if you had a license, now you have no way of getting where you need to go to work.
Pretty much,
right?
Pretty much.
So, because when you get in there, a lot of times when you under those kind of charges, or I don't even want to call it a charge, a lot of times you can get what they call job
work release.
Work release.
Work release.
Where they get work from the prison or the jail, and they got to come back a certain time, during the work hours.
But
so what?
The only flaw to that is, ladies and gentlemen, when you go on work release, you got to pay the child support people, you got to pay the jail, and you got to pay the work release people. So by the time you get your little check, because they charge you rent, you know what I'm saying? So by the time you get your little check, guess what? How much money you got left? If you make an average wage and you got to pay the big people, child support, let me tell y'all something. And that anybody who don't want to believe this, you better believe this. Child support get their money before the IRS. Please believe it. So don't look at me like I'm crazy, like I don't know what I'm talking about. Please understand. Child support in any state in the world gets their money before IRS.
Man, don't get it twisted. This ain't a video about the morals of being whether you're not a good daddy or not. You know what I mean?
They ain't got nothing to do with that.
This just, okay, some they're just deadbeats. Plain and simple. So, but my thing is, that don't mean he's supposed to go to jail. Now, how he gonna make any money in jail if this is what he did? And what they do, they go further than that. It depends on how long you're in there. I can't speak on child support as much as I can, like driving, like when you lose your license or because you done drove too many times and got caught by the police. They send you to the penitentiary, man.
Yes, they really do.
And you in there with serial killers, cold killers, thieves, gang members.
Child support don't see you in the penitentiary, but they send you to jail for 12 months, not 6 months. 12 months, not misdemeanor. When you get 12 and do 6, they give you day for day like fair time.
Basically until you pay.
And you're in the jail with murderers, molesters, felons, and you're sitting in jail with not even a charge.
Even as a driver, all you've been in trouble for is just driving without a license.
You never somebody cut somebody's head off. Yeah. Sitting up in there playing cards.
Yep, and
please make it make sense to me.
Right, yeah, that don't make no sense. I mean, okay, you didn't pay your child support, okay. I mean, if they go do something, help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't hurt me, help me. You know what I'm saying? If you
put me in a position where I can work, because the whole time, sometimes people just, don't have a nice job, and people always think having a job is a big thing. It ain't as much as if it ain't the right job. If this job can't pay your bills, that doesn't make you want you to go get anything that barely can pay your bills, and you still got to end up doing something outside what you do to make money. But the whole point is that even for just driving, they'll put you in there with killers and everything else. Like, this is such a heinous crime because you drove without a license.
But this is my thing about it. Even if you're going to punish me to that extent, even if you're going to put me on that work release nonsense, whatever, at least make it for the end, I still can survive. Because if you put me on work release, I'm paying the jail, I'm paying child support, and I'm paying whoever else. Guess what I'm going to have when I get out of jail? We're going to start this cycle all over again.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to have no money to pay you. I may have a little job, but guess what? I ain't got nowhere to live. I ain't got nowhere to lay my head when I get off work. So that frustrates most people. Most people are like, man, you know what? and gone. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get off work, where you going? You going to sleep in the woods. Come on, dog. I mean, you got. I know they want to win, but help us win too. It seems like they want to keep us down, so we got to keep staying in the same situation, paying out, but we're not getting nothing back in. That frustrates a lot of people in the world. Whether you white, black, green, yellow, blue, it's very frustrating to work, and then you look at your paycheck, you got enough to buy a pack of cigarettes. Then cigarettes go up $1, then you ain't got enough to buy that. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense, Virginia. Any other state that's doing it, please make it make sense. You're going to give a man, lock him up, because he's $100 behind on the child support. Give him 12 months, 12 straight months. He done messed around, lost his job now, because he ain't been to work in a week or two because he in jail.
Yep.
So therefore, you got to give him a job. So you give him.
A lot of people have been in a situation where, like I said, they doing their thing, and they are taking care of their child. But of course, become kind of bigger mother you have, or she can make it seem like you ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't got no receipts or anything showing, that you have been taking care of your child, and put you up for child support just like that. And you've been doing your thing the whole time. Then they mad when you decide, you know what? This is all I gotta pay a month. This is all I'm gonna do then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then they get mad. Then they take you back to court. Then the judge, guess what? Agree with them.
But anyway, like I said, it just wrong, man. It is wrong to put somebody in there for driving or put somebody for child support with people that really done real crimes.
Yep. I'm thinking this one thing, bro. I gotta say that I'm thinking this one thing. If a brother out there doing what he gotta do, and you and your baby mama ain't been to court, nothing been established, none of that. Because don't get it twisted, fellas. Don't let them get you. When the baby first born, there is no parental. You got a right to take her to court right then and there. Mm-hmm. It's not automatically hers. It's not automatically yours.
You got to file for that.
You got to file for that, bro. Other than that, it's both of y'all are co-parents. Fellas, a lot of women get y'all like that. I just want to put that jewel in your ear. It's not like that. Because a lot of women, this is my baby. No, sir, it's our baby. Until that court and that judge said it's hers, it's yours. Please believe that. So don't let her get you with this. You got to do this. But always get a receipt. Even if you got to give it to your mama. Even if you got to put it in a storage, put it in something. Get a receipt, fella. We gone because we done said enough about it.